Island.
Madam Speaker, last week, the Governor of the Bank of Canada cautioned that this time, if tariffs are long-lasting and broad-based, there won't be a bounce back. We may eventually regain our current rate of growth, but the level of output would be permanently lower. It's more than a shock, it's a structural change. Is the Minister of Finance confident that this government's habit of spending without accountability and transparency will not worsen the impact of tariffs on our province?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, I'm happy to talk about the budget that we brought in, which was a historic budget, which will be a stimulus, a $500 million tax break to ordinary Nova Scotians to help them with the affordability issues that the NDP raises, Madam Speaker, and investments in infrastructure. It's not just me. I will quote and table. In the case of Nova Scotia, it's forecast that U.S. tariffs are largely expected to be offset by stimulus provided by the province's capital spending and tax reduction. Moody's, Morningstar, DBRS, the province's ample fiscal flexibility, relatively strong balance sheet, and a resilient economy, which provides a reasonable buffer.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Halifax Citadel Sable Island.
Nova Scotia does not have a requirement for the legislature to review, vote, or approve out-of-budget spending or additional appropriations. The members across have been abusing this by spending more and more outside of the budget process. In the last decade, there's been a total of $7 billion in additional appropriations, and nearly $4 billion of this, so over half, has come in the span of the last fiscal years, the 3 fiscal years. Will the minister do the responsible thing and commit to no additional appropriations outside the legislative process in this coming fiscal year in the time of economic and financial uncertainty?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, I want to assure Nova Scotians that we have received as a province 24 clean bills of health from the Auditor General. The additional appropriations process requires documentation with the House of Assembly for fiscal updates each year. We are following that process. Which of the extra spendings did the member not want us to do? That would be my question. I want to assure Nova Scotians that we had projected 4 deficit budgets in a row. We delivered 4 surplus budgets in a row. The extra revenue was used to take a deficit budget and turn it into a surplus budget, and we spent what we spent on Nova Scotians' needs.